What's going on, guys? Happy Friday. And happy October. That's right, Halloween is just around the corner. Again. And if you love Halloween like I do, you celebrate early. And the best way to celebrate Halloween a little early is by watching horror movies, which I watch a lot of during October. Because I love a good horror movie. But not just the good ones. I watch the bad ones too. Because some horror movies are actually so bad that they're actually good. So horribly done that they're actually entertaining. Even though there's a big difference between horror and horrible, these movies get a different kind of appreciation from me. And that's why today I'm going to give you guys a list of my top 5 horror movies that I think are so bad that they're actually good. So let's get started. Number 5, from 2006, Snakes on a Plane. This movie had a horrible plot, snakes on a plane. It's a movie about a guy who witnesses someone commit a horrible crime and goes to testify against him, so the guy that committed the crime wants to kill him. So he gets a bunch of snakes, puts them in a bag, and sends them off on the same airplane that this guy is on, hoping that one of the snakes is going to kill the witness. I don't know if any of you guys have been through TSA before, but it's hard to get through airport security with a normal bag, let alone one full of snakes. The best part of this movie altogether, though, is that Samuel L. Jackson plays the bodyguard protecting the witness. And he delivers one of the best lines that I think has ever been in a movie. I am sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! When I heard Samuel L. Jackson say that, that alone was worth the hour and a half that I wasted my life on that movie. Aside from that, snakes just don't go attacking people. Look, she's a sweet snake. She just wraps herself around my arm and stays there. She's basically jewelry. Anyway, moving on. Number 4 on my list. From 1999, The Blair Witch Project. This is the movie that I give credit to for making shaky camera work acceptable in a film. You spend this entire movie not really being able to see what's going on in it, except you know that it's about 3 college kids that got lost in the woods making some kind of a documentary. They get lost in the woods for 8 days, which means their cameras had to have the best battery life of anything that came out of 1999. And this movie was so horrible that it was actually nominated for 4 different awards at the Stinkers Bad Movie Awards. It was nominated for Worst Picture, Worst Actress, Heather Donahue, Worst Screen Debut, and Biggest Disappointment, which it won. But despite the horribleness that was The Blair Witch Project and its low budget, it managed to do really quite well at the box office. So it's still worth watching. Moving on, number 3, from 1988, Killer Klowns from Outer Space. I'm just gonna say that title one more time. Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Klowns spelled Klowns, by the way. I don't really think I need to say more about that one. The title alone kind of says it all, right? Clowns land from outer space, go shooting people and turning them into cotton candy. It's entertaining. Moving on, number 2 on my list. Troll 2 from 1990. This movie not only had a horrible storyline, it also had piss-poor acting. And one of the worst scenes in horror movie history, where the kid is lying on the ground watching his sister get eaten, and he looks up and says, "They're eating her. And then they're gonna eat me." Oh my God! No, don't do anything about it. Just sit there and scream, kid. That'll make it all better. Troll 2 was the sequel to the original Troll, which was also a horrible movie, except Troll was a little bit more bearable. After all, it had 6 half-naked Julia Louis-Dreyfuses running around in it, which kinda made it worth watching, even though it was horrible. But Troll 2, being the sequel, naturally was worse, as sequels tend to be. And the number 1 movie on my list, and you've gotta watch this one, from 1985, The Stuff. The Stuff is about basically a killer dessert. When the movie opens up, there are 2 guys walking through what appears to be this Arctic tundra when they come across some white stuff just bubbling up out of the ground. So they eat it. Naturally, right? That's what I would do if I saw stuff like that bubbling up out of the ground. Not. Anyway, they find out it's pretty delicious, so they start harvesting it, and marketing it, and selling it to people. But it's a killer dessert. They eat it and it kills them. Like, what the fuck? And the only black guy in the whole movie, played by Garrett Morris, goes by the name of, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Chocolate Chip Charlie. I repeat, the token black guy goes by the name Chocolate Chip Charlie. Anyway, guys, that's the list of my top 5 horrible horror movies. They're so bad that they're actually good. And that's just about all the time that I have for you guys today. But if you like this video, go down below, hit the like button, hit the comment button and leave a nice comment for me. Comment some other horror movies that you think are so bad that they're actually good. I'd love to hear about them. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit this little subscribe button right here, because I'm back every Friday with another video for you guys. And until next week, I'm Joe, and I'll see you guys later. Mwah. Bye! Give kisses, Kaja. Oh, that's my baby. Yeah, handcuffs. No, she's gonna eat me!